Sunday, the Wakoville Event Center brings you Monster Madness with Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, and Slayer. This Sunday only, Monster Madness. Tickets only $5. No rain checks available. Hello viewers, and welcome to another episode of American Farmer with your host Raznac. Today we're on the farm. We're going to be talking some chemistry and some soil management and all that entails. Dad must be working in the shop. Hear that craziness going on in there? There's no telling what he's up to. So like I said, today we're going to be talking about soil management, additives, nutrients, things of that nature, and how we maintain our soil here on the farm. We'll be doing some lime application later today and talking about lime, and also we'll be doing some anhydrous application. Really happy to get back in the field. Temperatures have been pretty mild here late in the winter, and spring has kind of come early for us. Ground temperatures are in the low 40s, high 30s, low 40s, and it is definitely thawed. We won't be doing any heavy tillage for a little while until the ground dries out some. Otherwise, we'll just create problems. But we will be spending some time applying some fertilizers, some lime, and some other additives to the soil to get ready for planting. All right. Next stop, gotta go pick up some lime. Really lucky by location to be located very close to most of our dealers. The farthest place we have to go to is to get seed. It's south of town, down by the interstate, but right here next to the farm is our Anhydrous dealer, which is really nice because we don't have to purchase or maintain any equipment. We just come over and pick up the tanks and the toolbars, and everything is hooked up and ready for us to go. That way we don't have to endanger ourselves disconnecting lines, changing out tanks, any of that. We just bring over the empty rig and pick up a new one, which is a great little feature. So that's our Central Valley Agriculture. They do herbicide, liquid fertilizers, anhydrous, pretty much any kind of nutrient application think of, they've got it. But there you can see the anhydrous tanks and the toolbars, and we'll be getting some footage of that here later today. And then really nice, our lime dealer is just right here, which is really nice. So I'll get pulled in, get filled up, head over to the field and talk more about lime application. You're probably wondering, why do farmers put down lime? Well, there's many reasons. Actually has a lot of great added benefits. Lime, or calcium carbonate, is a non-toxic field additive that does some wonderful things. A few things that happen. Free hydrogen in the soil combines with the oxygen in the lime and creates a little bit of water, so it helps moisturize your soil. The calcium that is released after that is is readily available for plant use later on. The plant takes up that calcium, or that calcium as a nutrient for the plant, and helps improve the plant. Also, the carbon dioxide is formed from any free carbon and oxygen that occurs in the soil, and then that of course is used by the plant as food, and they take that carbon and create glucose, and then the free oxygen is released for us to breathe. So a lot of added benefits for lime. Primary reason why we put it down is for pH management. So when the soil gets acidic, we want to put down some lime to help lower the pH, so plant is happier in a lower pH soil. They don't do very well in acidic conditions. That's really why we put down lime. I'll go through probably between 30 and 35 tons today, just on this one field. Open fields or fields that have already been cultivated, you can get by with just a couple tons per acre. But where we're going to be working this lime in with our vertical tillage, we'll probably apply 3 tons per acre, and that's what I have the delivery set at, is around 3 tons per acre. And then we'll get that worked into the soil here shortly once the soil dries out just a little bit. But yeah, those are the benefits of lime. Not bad for a bunch of old seashells. See, there's a lot of upsides to lime application. All the benefits I talked about earlier. The only downside is this stuff gets everywhere. Especially on windy days like today, the wind just blows this on everything. And it's a pretty nasty mess to clean up. So we're done with the application of lime. I'm going to head back to the farm, get this stuff sprayed off, and move on to the next task of the day is getting with the dad and brother, see who's going to run the other tractor, and we got to start working on anhydrous, and I'll tell you more about anhydrous in just a moment. So anhydrous application involves just a few pieces of equipment. Got our tractor. I'm in the 8970. Dad is, I don't know if you can see him. He's way over there in the 8400R. I can't see him yet. He might be down in the yard. But he's over there, I promise. He's running the 8400 and running the exact same setup I am. And this is provided by our anhydrous dealer. They actually maintain the equipment, the tanks, everything. They take care of changing out the tanks. We don't have to touch anything because anhydrous is extremely dangerous. And I'll talk more about that in just a minute. But I wanted to show you just kind of the basic equipment setup. Here we have our toolbar, or applicator, or injector, or whatever else you want to call it. And pretty much it's a cuts down into the soil just a little bit, and then these tubes pump in the anhydrous. Anhydrous comes from the tank right there, and then that's pretty much it. That's how that works. Anhydrous goes in to the toolbar and then into the ground, and that's how it works. I'll jump back in here and we'll talk a little bit more about how this works. Well, I need to lower my implement. See, I get all excited about talking and forget what I'm doing. Alright. Things are looking good. As you can see, it does break up the stubble a little bit, but we will have to do another pass on the cultivator here in just a few days. Once the ground dries out enough, it's kind of clumpy right now, and it's kind of wet, and that makes for a mess if you get the cultivator in the ground. There's Dad over there. See him over there, way over there in the distance. Alright, so a little bit about anhydrous. The word anhydrous means without water. That's all anhydrous means. It means without water. This most anhydrous is a byproduct of other fertilizer production, other nitrogen production, and is usually really cost effective for farmers. Sometimes not so much, and this year is a really good year for anhydrous. The current prices are pretty low, and that's really good for us because we have about 800 acres that we'll apply anhydrous to. We have a rotation that we apply it in. Our anhydrous rotation goes in after our corn is planted. We do not apply anhydrous to the soybean fields. We always apply after we've planted corn in the fields, and we rotate between soybeans and corn. Back what I was saying about anhydrous being very dangerous. Without water means if it touches your skin, your eyes, you inhale it, any of that stuff, it immediately pulls the water out of your tissues and cells and can cause very, very, very bad burns, which you don't want to experience. So handling that, you definitely want to use the proper equipment. But like I said, it's great for us because we don't have to handle it. We have any issues, we just call over. They come and take care of it. They'll be bringing us tanks all over the next few days. Like I said, we have 800 acres to apply this to. And we usually can get about 20 acres per tank. And that's about 40 tanks. So, I mean, you can kind of do the math. We budget around for this year we're budgeting $50 per acre for application, and like I said, that's 800 acres, so we'll be spending $40,000 this year on anhydrous application. Kind of expensive, just a little bit, but really compared to other forms of fertilizer application, it's not that bad. So but yeah, costs of big farming, a lot of money. Alright, I'll get to it. I'll record some video and slap that together with some music, and we'll catch up with you here in just a little bit. been John Deere guys as long as I can remember. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not willing to try something out. And I'm heading down here to the shop to talk to York County equipment guys about maybe looking at something different. Now, I don't think we're going to buy anything, but you never pass up a free demo. You know, those are hours you're not putting on your equipment. So the boys down here at the case dealership, they wanted me to come down and look at something and maybe see if I'd be interested in demoing it. And I think that's it right there. Let's turn it in here, jump out, and we'll take a look at it real quick. That's a big machine right there. Alright, here I am at York County Equipment. Great bunch of people. They are a licensed case dealer, but they take care of pretty much all of our needs. Even though we drive green, they don't hold it against us. They'll do repairs and equipment parts. They'll even order John Deere equipment for us. But they wanted me to come down and talk to them about maybe running a demo on this for tillage. They've got some implements they want to throw in, and with the case was that Case IH 620 quad track. It's nice. I'm a green man myself, but that is a nice looking beast right there. But hopefully we'll be able to do that in a future episode, and definitely try that out, demo it for a few hours, see how we like it, see how it works. We'll walk around here just real quick. Of course, I parked my truck in. They've got pretty much, if it's case, they've got it down here. Some Magnum 380s, some discs here for those 340s. There's a Patriot. That's real similar to the John Deere 440. Yeah. And then, I mean, they've got, like I said, all kinds of equipment here. They've got your FERT spreaders, your lime spreaders, they got headers. There's a John Deere disc. That's an older one. They've got tires a little flat on that one. They've got all kinds of stuff. There's an old, probably an old IH National Harvester disc. That thing's kind of rusted. That's seen better days, but definitely still has some years on it. Definitely has work. But yeah, I thought I'd come down here to York and show you the place. They even have road equipment over there. There's like field road levelers over there. All different kinds of stuff. What do they got here in the garage? Nobody's around. Nobody's ever here. It's 8400. Let's be giving it a tune-up. Well, Dad does most of the repairs on our stuff. Pretty good at it. Me, I have no idea what I'm doing. So hopefully he can pass on some of that knowledge. But yeah, stay tuned next week for the demo days. That's what we'll be doing. We'll be doing some demos of the quad track. Definitely be getting into some tillage. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the information about soil management and what it all involves and some of the steps that we take to prepare our fields for planting. We're going to be pushing hard from here on out, definitely until we can get some seed in the ground. Planting date is extremely important. Through all the years that we've been doing this, we've learned that planting date is one of the most important things. So if we can get this crop planted in a timely manner, it works out really well for us for yields. So to do that, we have to get all of our fields ready. We have to get everything prepared, get all of our tillage done, and get all that completed so we can get ready for planting. All right. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Really appreciate it. And thank you to WFRM, as always, for hosting the show. All right. Until next time, everybody take care. We'll see you on the farm.